Do you think Kai Kara France looks non-binary? A little bit, yeah. I could see him going that way. What's your opinion on insurance not paying for Askren's lung transplant? Cheers. I guess I should say this now. Me and Demetrius Johnson are doing a thing. If you donate a super chat to the when they premiere the podcast tomorrow, the Mighty Guru Show, if you super chat it, all the super chats are going to go to Ben Askren's thing, and then we're going to double it. We're going to me and Demetrius, we're going to put in money to double the amount of whatever money is made off of the second episode of the Mighty Guru Show. So I guess we're going to I guess that'll be premiering tomorrow, I think about 5 p.m. UK time or 6 p.m. UK time. Get well soon, Ben Askren, dude. Commentary team. Megan O'Leary. Oh, Dean Thomas has still got a job. That is insane. Here we go. Like everyone in chat, I am wearing my Moik shirt. Takedown from McKinney immediately. What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you, man? I told you Terrence McKinney had the grappling, but Borshev's back up. Straight into a guillotine attempt from McKinney, but the angle's off, so he's going to turn it into a dash choke. This is going to be a very early finish here if Borshev doesn't roll all the way over. He may have to tap, but he's fighting the hand, and he is giving himself some space, but he's going to have to tap. The leg is now tangled up. He's still fighting hands, ref. That is a tight grip that he has of McKinney's hand. Once that goes loose, then you can start thinking about stopping it. Very tight choke here. Another attempt from McKinney over the top. He's got a tap this time. Guillotine's in. The guillotine's in. Borshev's still trying to fight it. He don't want to tap. He don't want to tap, but he might just have to. He might have to just tap. I don't know how he's alive. There you go. Tap from Terrence McKinney. Layup of a stylistic matchup. Borshev cannot grapple. Easy submission win for Terrence McKinney there. Good stuff. Told you. First round submission, boys. What I tell you, dude. First round submission from Terrence McKinney. Lock it in. We rubbing off the paint with this one, chat. We rubbing off the fucking paint with this one, dude. Because he's really about this fucking life that he fucking lives. Because he's really about that fucking life that he's always been the case. So it wouldn't be a ebb and flow. I just think that most tall, large men don't pursue athletic endeavor anymore. You know, there's other ways to get by in life. Would you rather have Daniel Cormier build or have John Jones's sexuality? I don't know. But Haidider Emil just chucked Delgado on his fucking ass right there. But he's back up. Good shot from... Oh! Delgado puts down Emil in the first round. Emil was trying to recover and he's up. But there you go. Knee up the middle from Jose Delgado, dude. Oh my God. Nasty knee up the middle from Jose Delgado. Immediately in the fight, he catches him with a knee up the middle. Wild. Nasty stuff, dude. There you go. Haidider Emil no longer undefeated. All that streak in the UFC for nothing. Delgado steps in and catches him with a knee immediately. Nasty win from Delgado, dude. Did you pick Haidider and now I'm broke? Yeah, I got a pick wrong. Good shit. Good stuff from Delgado, dude. Easy stuff. Nasty. Dude, that's just a wild, crazy fucking fight. And he catches him with that fucking knee. Haidider Emil's going to complain about the stoppage, but fine stoppage. He just recovered too late. Barely too late he recovered. Literally like a split second. If he would have recovered a second sooner, that would have kept going, but... Bang. Wow, dude. Just rocks him with it. His Contender Series fight was tougher than that shit. Haidider Emil, round 1. MMA makes sense. Clean. Clean shit, to be fair. Can I get a nice loud Rogan? Oh! There you go. Like scuffing off the head with his punch as well. He's not landing clean on the chin. Misses there as well. Lands partially. Nothing clean. I don't know what population per international. I don't know. Give me a second, man. Sorry. Right hand from Gregory Rodriguez. I'll get to it, man. I just think we're going to have a sudden fucking end here out of fucking nowhere. Uppercut from Jack Hermanson. Uppercut back from Gregory Rodriguez. And he's pressuring him here. Oh! Left hand! Why the follow-up? What a cunt! Oh, what a nasty knockout from Gregory Rodriguez. Holy shit! I literally just said that as well. I literally just said that. There's going to be a sudden finish here. It was the way they were reacting to shots. It was only a matter of time. Nasty knockout from Gregory Rodriguez, dude. Why? The follow-up was not needed. The follow-up was not called in. Dude, he landed the uppercut and then came around and cracked him with that left. But he caught him in close with that uppercut before. And they started closing up their guards. You see it? I even said it. He's going to find the uppercut in the open guard. And then Hermansson starts closing up his guard. And then bang, left hook around the side. Nasty win from Gregory. Looks to the body, doesn't commit. Jab 2. Good counter shot from Moicano there. Good hook on the inside there. Inside low kick back from Dariush. Head kick blocked. Moik moves out the way there. Kick. We need more of those from Moicano. Kicks at the end of his combos. Good! Jab 2 from Moik! And he puts down Dariush in round 1, who's now on a single leg. Oh! Moik's on him now, and he's on the back. And they're drying, I told you. Oh, Dariush scrambles out of it, but Moik's still on him. Lima. Moik's still on him. Good punches from Moik there. More damage, Moik, more damage. He's hurt, Moik, he's hurt. This ain't a regular scramble. This is a hurt man. Good counter from Van there as well. Big knee from Van. Stomps the leg of Royval there. Nasty stomp. I think Royval might be feeling the effects of those stomps. Good counters from Van. Another stomp from Van knocks Royval off his feet for a second. Stomp again from Royval, and he's putting on the pressure here. Let's see who gets it more in the third. Royval slipping over a bit. Good counter left from Van. Good counter from Van again. Teep. Body shot from Royval. Counter from Van, whiffs over the top. Good jab, though. Good jab again. Royval lands back. Van lands a right and drops him in the third. Oh, shit. He's won it. He's won it in the third round. Big shots on top. Big shots missed. Sorry, they all missed, but that one didn't. Van puts him down in the third. Oh, shit. I'm sorry for telling you to live bet. Royval's just fumbled it in the third. Whoa. No way. What a fucking fight, man. What a fucking fight, man. Yes. Oh, God. I feel like... Oh, now I understand why, like... You know what I mean? I should get some pussy, man. You know what I mean? I'm at that point now, and when you get that burst of energy, dude, maybe I should fuck someone for one. You know what I mean? Like, it just needs to happen, dude. I need some pussy. That was a crazy... I need a cigarette and some puss after that one, chat. That was a crazy fucking fight, dude. If I had a girlfriend right now, chat, let me tell you. The scenes. It'd be cinema. Sorry, anyway. Van, stand for life. I doubt it, but he obviously could. But I highly doubt it. I think he'll lose. You tell DJ to his face that Pantoja mogs him. No, but we spoke about Pantoja. I should have asked him if he thinks that Pantoja's ever going to get near him in the GOAT conversation or something, but no, it was a good pod. We had a lot to discuss. Piggy, I made it home to the USA for the first time in 5 years, but put 10 into prize picks using code GURU for you, bro. Up 220 from 10. The G Willikers, I'd say as well. You already react to Strickland rushing that cage? I did, yeah. He sprinted into the cage with Chris Curtis and fought some dude in a cage for mocking his teammate after he won against him on the ground. I did see it, yeah. Strickland's a man, baby. Crazy how quickly the face of the UFC can change. Same last year, it was Poatan, now it's Ilia. Armin has the most chance against him, by the way. Alright, whatever. Dude, it is insane how quickly it can all change, though. That's the truth. Thoughts on Curtis and Strickland's recent drama? Yeah, Strickland, I mean, the guy can bad manner celebrate over a win there. Strickland jumped in and punched the guy twice. You'll probably get in trouble for that, maybe. I don't know. Thank you for the 7 months of membership, Chris Gray. Impression of Rogan seeing Charles get in peace. All right. God, horrible. So if Ilia is so good, which we see he is, how do you think you beat a guy like Ilia? Let me hear it, Guru. Stomps and heavy heat coming back his way educatedly. Heavy heat coming back his way, dude. That's what you got to do. Can swing him at him. Big hitters. After watching back Van Royval, I think Van had round 3 before the knockdown. Same when I watched it back as well. Felt his shots were more impactful. Also seen August's second Apex card, so... Why is it goated? Saw Brenner Ribovic is getting ad. Do you think Ilia's buying Instagram followers? No, maybe. But I think you know what it is, chat? Once you're a big enough deal, certain bots target your account for interaction bait and for things like that. I get them on my YouTube videos now. I think that once you reach a certain size, maybe he does buy followers. I don't know how it works on Instagram. But I think once you reach a certain size, you're just more prone to having bots just fucking rampaging around your fucking comment sections and shit. One of these days I'll have something to say. Thank you, Che. No rush, brother. I appreciate that. Charlie is dead. May he rest in peace. Delgado could have beaten Ilia at 145. Okay, all right, calm down, guys. I think we're allowed to have fun pay-per-view with Paddy, even if he don't deserve it. But the knees up the middle would be a good move for him. Even if we don't deserve it, it would be a great build-up. We build up our name and an Arman Gaethje winner. Chat, yes or no? If they're gonna straight up immediately give it to Tsarukyan, Gaethje, or Pimblett, just give it to Pimblett. If you're gonna make a title elimination bout, include Tsarukyan for sure. But DJ just messaged me. We're good. But yeah. Yeah, that's whatever I just said was right. There's literally only two in the UFC that have good distance management. Volk, but he's chinny, and O'Malley, yeah. But Volk ain't chinny, I don't think. He isn't chinny. He's just not got a titanium Vittori chin. Thank you for the 5. I hope Huffy is on Ilia's level for a new iconic rival. Thank you for the $2, dude. True. I doubt he even gets a ranked opponent next, to be real. I reckon he fights Doohoo Choi. This narrative that Arman deserves a shot needs to stop. I know. 0 good wins besides barely beating Oliveira. Only other notable comp, Islam Gamrot, beat him. Thank you for the £5. I agree. Arman needs one more. Stop trying to bypass it and just book that fight for the title. Arman, I think, needs one more. We need to... Here's the thing, chat. Don't you think we owe it to Ilia based on the legacy that he could achieve to make sure that it's fully fulfilled as legacy? I don't want Arman Tsarukyan getting in there with Ilia when his last fight was at the end of early 2024, I think, or something like that. And then all of a sudden we're saying, oh, well, Ilia beat him, but he was off of 2 years of inactivity. And he hadn't fought in ages. And that's why Ilia beat him in round 1. I don't like that. I want the best possible version of the contender to go in there against Ilia Topuria. That's what needs to happen. And I think we need to do Paddy Pimblett versus Arman Tsarukyan in October. Book it, and then January, February, we get Ilia in there against the winner. It's a little long to wait, but it needs to be done. I don't see Jake Paul calling out Ilia. True. He'd get chinned. I don't know if Manson was just about to recover like Haidider Emil or anything like that. It was a little bit of a different situation. Ilia has all the Islam Glazers second guessing. Dude, I watched back Islam Makhachev versus Charles Oliveira and Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira. Gonna be real with you, chat. He's twice the fighter Makhachev is. He just is. Makhachev don't dust him up like that, man. There's so many opportunities on the feet against Oliveira and Makhachev in their fight. Dude, Ilia's just a different level to him, man. Heat in his hands, the way he moves his feet, the way he moves in the grappling situation, the speed of his hands, the delivery system. It's just everything's better than anything Makhachev's done. On like I find it so funny watching back in hindsight now, chat. People were posting shit. Think about what Ilia Topuria has been doing over his last 3 fights. People were posting like Poirier Makhachev striking highlights where Makhachev landed like a check hook once to say that Makhachev has elite stand-up. Like, nah. Nah, he doesn't. Will Arman be able to wet blanket Ilia? He could do. I doubt it, though. I doubt it, but he obviously could. But I highly doubt it. I think he'll lose. Jones' move. Isn't it frightening to think that he's still young enough that he hasn't matured into his physical prime? How old is Ilia? 28? He's 28 years old and he's born in January. Dude, Ilia's got a whole 7 months of being 28. It's insane. Another fight while being 28 is insane. I bet you he retires before 30. I bet you anything Ilia Topuria retires at 29 years old. 2-3 more fights left if he wins them. Ilia versus Islam is literally the fight for GOAT. If we don't get it, I don't even know what's the point of this whole sport. You know what the problem is? JDM is going to beat the shit out of Makhachev. And that is the problem. I'd love to play the game of the fantasy world where we do get the epic matchup at the end of everything, but nah, I think JDM's going to batter him. I do. Thank you for the $2. Kevin Vallejos, good Topuria, will save us in 2027. Good Topuria. Okay, the non-evil version of Topuria. We ain't seen what matchups he's dusting up yet. He might beat a couple fan favorites. Ilia is so good, and I don't think anyone at 45 or 55 beats him, but I do think if a striker with good distance management and head movement who is longer comes along, that would be his kryptonite. He can be outpointed. The crazy part is, striker, good distance management, and head movement. You know how rare that is? Isn't that crazy? Hopefully, if one of those guys comes along who has good distance management and head movement and is a striker, that should be guaranteed if you're a striker in MMA. But yeah, it's really weird that we can't find fighters like that. Like, hopefully a guy with good distance management comes along. Like, it's crazy, this sport, man. Ilia versus JDM. I think JDM's too big. Same here. I think JDM out jab him, to be honest with you. With the extra reach, I think he would. And make him whiff and miss. And then probably finish him. Ilia could have been the featherweight GOAT. Beats Movzar and Lopez. He does easily beat them, yeah. But I get it. He wants bigger fights. He wants lightweight matchups. He's chasing down Makhachev. He knows the short road to GOAT status. And it's this way. Doesn't win, but thoughts on Huffy's style versus Ilia? Huffy's style versus Ilia. Yes, that's the fucking matchup, right? That type of fighter. But the thing is, we're probably going to see Huffy get fucking mauled on the ground by an opponent in his very next fight. So we'll see what happens with Huffy first, because he's not even ranked yet, you know. Do you think Ilia has the auraist walkout ever? No. No, not really. Thank you for the $2. It's a cool walkout, but they're better. They're far better. Bianca said, have a nice day and make her... You're joking. Yeah. I thought you were talking about this one. Yeah, it's dog shit, mate. Charles is absorbing these shots, though. Yeah, he's absorbing these shots a lot better. Dead. You get a bigger reaction from Rogan seeing a calf kick than that Topuria KO. I'm convinced his brain is broken. Yeah, something's up with Rogan, dude. Something is really up with the old Roganism. Hey, Guru, long-time lurker. Thank you, Jacob Doll. Love the takes. One thing that doesn't get talked about enough is Ilia is his accuracy. He lands with him the knockdowns. Yeah, his accuracy lands him the knockouts, not just his power. He's constantly pressuring the chin. He is. Yeah, the shots hit the chin, right? You don't see Ilia catch someone on the temple. That's a good point. You really don't see it, right, chat? When's the last time you saw Ilia catch someone off the top of the head? Off the forehead? Like with a hook, with a power punch. Maybe a jab, obviously, but... Whenever he swings that hook, dude, it's right there. Most of the time. It's insane. Hey, Guru, long-time lurker, thank you. Pressure in the chin, already read it. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. One of these days, I'll have something to say. Read it again. If Ilia somehow becomes champion at welterweight, would that solidify him as the undeniable GOAT? Yeah. If he defends at lightweight, you hear, beats Makhachev at welterweight for the belt, yeah, he's the GOAT. Paddy's hilarious, man. He didn't even say he'd win. He just said he won't get knocked out. No, he said he'd finish you. I finish you, lad. It's just so funny, Pimblett walking up there completely out of shape. While Topuria's taking his career so seriously and Pimblett's on his way up. Waddling in, you know what I mean, for the big face-off. UFC will make Topuria versus Justin next. Arman versus Paddy, #1 contender fight also. Dana said Arman has to fight again and Paddy needs one more. Makes sense. Yeah, but they mentioned the fact that Gaethje mentioned retirement if he doesn't get a title shot, and Dana seemed to, like, scoff at it and ridicule Gaethje a bit by saying if you're thinking about retirement, then you should. So I doubt that. I do doubt that. Thoughts on Curtis and Strickland's recent drama? What's that ticking onto your chair, guys? Whoa! Oh, you again, Bilal? Fucking hell, mate. Classic. No, don't fucking defend yourself, mate. We know it's you. Ilia El Marauder or Topuria. Love you, Guru. Where is Ilia on all-time GOAT right now? I don't know. He's above Khabib, though. I think he's above Khabib. Debating a Russian girl on this. Yeah, he's above Khabib. For sure. In the less experience it's taken him to get it, he's above Khabib for sure. Reaction if Merab moves up and beats Ilia? He wouldn't. And they wouldn't fight each other anyway. But that would be insane, but I just don't see it happening. Ilia beats JDM. He doesn't. Impression of Mikey Mushemi and Stephen Hawking. Easy to KO that Ilia would go through that realm of KOing him and restore his chin with his punches. How would Prime Tony and Khabib do against Ilia? They would lose by KO. Me and my friend saw a guy, Tony Ferguson got dropped by Lando Venata and Khabib took Al Iaquin to do a 5-round decision on a 1 day's notice. In hindsight, Ilia's having a stellar career compared to a lot of these legends. Just being real. Me and my friend saw a guy at the bar cheering for Ilia after the KO, so he jumped him in a dark alley. All right. Thank you for the 5. No, you didn't. Do you think Kadzi Rabadanov doesn't beat Ilia? Just doesn't happen, mate, does it? You silly fucking fool. Ilia or Islam higher on the GOAT list? Getting closer for sure. I think it's still Makhachev, though. I think it's still Makhachev. Let's face it, chat. Makhachev's Volk win is better than... Well, is it better than Ilia's? It is, because he did it twice, and he did it first. So even though it wasn't as clear and dominant when they both fought him, I think it's clear as his Volk win. His Oliveira win probably is evens, but at the time that he got it, it was the best time to possibly get the win over Oliveira. Poirier wins, goated. That's a great win. Other than that, he don't have much, though. But I'd say he's slightly above Ilia overall in resume in the UFC. Dan Hooker wins, a solid win. That's better than the ranked win Ilia has, really. You know what I mean? Because Hooker's still got it. I can't spend too much time on this, though. Being 20 years old, I wonder if this is what it felt like seeing John Jones choke out Lyoto Machida live. Nah. It kind of felt anywhere close. That was a 3rd round guillotine. Fucking baby shit compared to this one. Thank you for the $1 G Lord. People are making too much of the KO. Charles walked into that like a tard. I know, JDM would make Ilia shit his pants. I don't know about that. I'm not going to put it all on Oliveira, but it was shockingly bad striking defense from Oliveira. But we knew that going in. That's always been a thing in Oliveira's fights. He wades in with the shittiest striking defense you've ever seen. It works against a lot of fighters. You know what? Have you seen the clip on Twitter of him catching Topuria with that elbow in round 1? Ghibli impression of Moreno. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. Oh. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. But I promise you, man, I'm going to get your gift card to the security number, sir. You should give Askren your lung. You sit all day. No.